Come on, big guy. Let's try and stand up here. Probably what we can do is do some anti-inflammatories and rest, and maybe consider doing laser therapy today. I think he'd be okay. I don't think it's anything serious though. Okay. People always think, oh, you're so lucky you get to pet and play with fluffy dogs and cats all day. That's a great job. And I'm like, well, that's really not what my job is. Hearing that over and over again, I think is part of the reason why there's so much mental health issues in veterinary medicine. So we are in Moneta, Virginia at Staunton River Vet Clinic. I am Carrie Turnbull and I'm a veterinarian. I have been a vet for 13 years. I graduated in 2006. I was going to be a concert cellist. That was my major, was music actually. And then I went and spent a summer down in South Carolina with one of my brothers, and they had these litters of dogs. I do not believe much in like callings and stuff like that, but then I realized how much more at peace and ease I was around the dogs, and I decided that's what I needed to do. You don't go into it because you have a great desire to get rich. You are doing it because you love it. People don't realize like everything that goes into our job. The veterinary suicide rate is higher than pretty much any profession. During my veterinary career, even within the past 5 years, I would say at least every month there is somebody else you learn that's committed suicide. Is there something about people who go into veterinary medicine? Is there a common personality trait? Like, what is that? We're all high achievers. A lot of us are type A personalities. We've all done really well in school. We're not used to failing. And then you get out and you fail that first time because not every patient is going to live. It's just not possible. You're not going to be successful 100% of the time. And if you don't take failure well, then that starts wearing down on you. We don't know exactly why so many people are committing suicide, but there's a lot of conjecture as to, okay, we do go into a significant amount of debt. And then the number of euthanasias you do. Some weeks we do, you may do 2 euthanasias. Some weeks, we've done 15 to 20, just depending on the week and what comes in. If you're considering that death is a normal, it becomes normalized.
No, it's just the ashes. Just the ashes. Okay. So they're on the phone.
There's not some large group that's saying this has got to be taken care of. We have to do something. We have to figure out why so many veterinarians are committing suicide. Really, the only widespread support system I know is a Facebook group called Not One More Vet. And I know a majority of a lot of veterinarians are on it, but it was started by veterinarians as a response to this. There are posts on there all the time that are posted anonymously of, I'm thinking about just ending it all. And the amount of support that comes through is like, no, you're not the only one who's ever had that happen. Like, just knowing that you're not the only one who's had, something go wrong in a surgery and die. There's a reason why it's called practicing medicine. It's not an exact science. It's a very human field, and you are gonna make mistakes. There's no way you're gonna make a mistake every day. I mess up hourly. They're just usually not that big a mistake, but that's how often. So it's knowing that, I mean, that's part of being a human, making mistakes.
Where do you find the hope and the things that bring you back to what you love about this job?
I think you have to maybe think about, why you originally chose the job and your love for it. Seeking professional help is not a bad idea. If you don't have that good support system, you got to figure out how to create that. I am fairly resilient, and part of that is personality and then therapy. But I do have a great support system at home. For the down days, my other thing is not just lots of therapy, humor. We use a lot of humor here. So I thankfully have a really great team. People who have veterinarian friends, family, I think they always should be kind of making sure that they are taking care of themselves, that asking them, how are you doing? How's work going these days? Like, is anything getting you down? I think that, and not just veterinarians, anybody that's in that practice, that is just to kind of check in with them, because we're not the best at saying when things are wrong.